Mzansi Mthembu has been physically abused by her boyfriend Andile Jr. from the day they started dating. She has opened 4 cases so far, however to no avail because the police never get near him and because his father always bribes him out. And this shocking post would gain 4,200 likes. We stand with Andile Jr. in these difficult times of a retired toxic baddie who burnt his white VW Polo ashes to ashes, and this post is almost sitting at 900 likes. Mzansi went and bought petrol and burnt her boyfriend Andile Jr.'s car to ashes while she was live on Instagram. She is in hospital now due to her wounds that she suffered from the burn. Once discharged, she will be arrested and charged for assault and malicious damage, gaining 6,700 likes. But you're probably wondering to yourself, what exactly has been going on and why is the internet divided on what clearly seems to be a gender-based violence case? Well, all of the drama would erupt on the 12th of January 2026 when a lady who goes by the name of Usne would post a series of distressing Instagram stories and videos that would detail months of alleged abuse. And in the raw emotional clips, she would describe Andile, who was her boyfriend, as a monster who had beaten her repeatedly since they started.
Gishil, I need help! Help! Ah! I need help! I'm dying! Oh no! I need help! Was your driver, Waza? Can you drive, Waza? We are also driver. Wasn't driver Ngishile.
So this guy over here is 24-year-old Andile Jr. He's just been arrested for assaulting his 31-year-old girlfriend Mzansi Mthembu. They're based in KwaZulu-Natal. She had posted on social media about how abusive Andile was and that she had reached out to police, but next to nothing was done. According to police, he called her to come to his apartment so she can fetch her belongings. When she got there, he assaulted her with a pipe and even bit her. She ran to her car. When she got to the car, he trashed part of the windscreen. Now, I'm not sure about the sequence of events, but at some point, she sets his car on fire. In fact, she burns it to ashes, so says the SAP statement. And as a result, she sustained some injuries. She's currently recovering in hospital, and once she's discharged, she will be arrested and charged with assault and malicious damage to property. SAP says this couple does have a history of opening cases against each other, and these cases were ventilated in court, but they were not necessarily domestic violence cases.
Now, what's very interesting about this case, and that's got many people wondering what exactly is going on, is the fact that Usne actually would reveal that she opened 4 criminal cases against Andile at stations like Elamontville and Umlazi SAPs, but allegedly no action was taken because no police would get near him and his father would bribe officials to drop the charges, which many people would find shocking. Uti, well, you've opened 4 cases against this person. How is it that they still had access to you? If you thought it was bad, the story would only get worse.
The coward that he is in Shayekaya, we are Balega and you leave your car. I want Van Bagubu to see that this is my cry for help. Yes. I need to go to the doctor and Sheila. Yes. Gishil, I need help. Help! Ah! I need help. I'm dying. Oh no! I need help! Was your driver, was?
Andile allegedly assaulted Usne severely that night, using a pipe and biting her, prompting her revenge. And now when he fled, this was the time she decided to throw petrol and burn his car to ashes. Now, one thing many of us fail to understand is South Africa has been a very divided country with regards to gender-based violence cases, and this case would only put fuel to that fire, because if neighbors and other sources are stating ukuthi these people were mutually toxic and would mutually assault each other, it's clear that posts surrounding this case would only serve to echo this sentiment. Because you have one post that says Mito Andile Jr., who has been abusing his girlfriend Usnem Tembu for months on end. Usnem Tembu says that she has opened 4 criminal cases with Lamont Saps but has received little to no help from them. And you would even have another comment that would say, enough time has passed. I just talked to Andile Jr. How did it happen that she dated a Kasi loser from Umlazi when she's a full-blown baddie, gaining 1.1 thousand likes? But then you would get posts that are the complete opposite, saying we need to understand that Uslen Tlantla and her boyfriend Andile Jr. deserved each other. There is no victim between them. They both deserve to rot in jail, including the people who are justifying actions done by either party. No, it seems like one thing is very clear, and that's on this issue, there is no common ground. Because shortly after Uslen Tlantla would burn Andile's car to the ground, it seems as though the family would release an immediate statement saying the family of Snenhlanhla Mthembu, the owner of Unenezane Hair Studio, would like to confirm that she is currently recovering in the ICU and is in good spirits. We are sincerely grateful for the support and concern shown by the public during this time. The family respectfully requests privacy as they focus on her recovery. Unenezane Hair Studio remains open and is operational as normal. Now, one thing I started realizing as I started reading more and more of people's posts regarding this issue is the fact that there is one camp who is genuinely asking, Wuti, if this person had been abusing you and you had opened 4 criminal cases against him, how was it that you continued to allow him access to you, eventually leading to the bruises you sustained this night? Why is it that she refused to stop communication with this man who clearly had nothing to offer her? I mean, there are no reports as of yet that they had a child together that would at least give us a reason for close proximity, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. So why is it that he still had access to her? Or better yet, why is it that she allowed him access to her? What's got many people confused is we already know that he's a violent person. Why is it that she would allow unsupervised access to her, knowing very well what he's capable of? Because if we're being honest, it seems like all of this could have been avoided. However, you do have another camp of people who are saying, Wuti, in any case, men should never lay hands on a woman, regardless of the two's disagreement, which there's obviously no contention or question over. But people are still wondering, why is it that neighbors and other sources have stated, Wuti, this was a mutually toxic relationship and they mutually abused each other? Unfortunately, because of a case like this, there's going to be a lot of people abasizakalayo to completely dismiss efforts to curb gender-based violence in this country. But the unfortunate part is, in situations like this, nobody wins. Because now that she burnt his car, not only did she sustain burns as well, leading her to the ICU, but shortly after she's done there, she is also going to be arrested for assault as well.